5 money hacks that you absolutely should be taking advantage of. That's what we're getting into today. If you're new here, I'm Austin. I'm a co-owner of cloudmusicsuite.com, and on this channel we talk everything money and personal development. So if that sounds up your alley, go ahead and subscribe. Let's get into this thing. Number 1 of 5 is going to be to take advantage of credit card cash back and the 30-day free loan that you get from a credit card. Okay, so just getting cash back can be so powerful, and I know it's small money, and all these things are going to seem like small money, but if you do all 5 of them, and maybe you have your own 2 or 3 money hacks that you do, this stuff's going to add up over time, guys. Stuff's going to add up over time. So this first one, like I said, is credit card cash back. If I have a 5% cash back card, I'm paying 5% less than the next guy or girl down the road who's not using a credit card at all or is not using a cashback rewards credit card. That's substantial in and of itself. If you take that 5% and you just invest that 5%, now you're growing your money. So we can just kind of start to change our mindset around things. It is important, it is valuable to save that extra 5%, or even if you have a 1% or 2% cashback card. To be honest, it feels like free money, because if you're paying your credit card statement in full every single month, then you're not paying any interest, you're not paying any late fees. There's really no downside to using a credit card if you spend responsibly. You should put all of your spend on a credit card, in my opinion, because there's no point in using a debit card. Just don't spend more than is in your checking account. It's really that easy. Another thing that we can do, and this is small money, I know, but it's valuable. If I wait until my statement cycle is due, I'm not going to be late on my payment, but I'm going to be right on the day that it's due, then I have held my money in my own bank for sometimes up to 60 days, but we'll just be conservative and say 30 days. I held my money in my bank for like 30 days. If I have an account, like a checking account with SoFi or something, where I'm getting 1.8% on all balance tiers, now I'm getting that 1.8% annual percentage yield for a full month every single time before I pay my statement off. So now I'm making money over here, tiny money, I know, but money over here with my savings account or checking account, and then I pay that off. I already got the cash back, so maybe I can even apply my cash back to that. Now I'm saving even more money. So just a little bit of credit card arbitrage. I think it should be in everyone's corner. I think everyone should put all their spend on a credit card. That's just my personal opinion. Make sure you have an emergency fund in case you slip up and you mess up, but just don't spend more than is in your checking account. That's all you got to do. So use that credit card cash back and the 30-day free loan you get to kind of bolster your savings just a little bit more and lower your expenses. It's big stuff. Number 2 of 5, side hustle and dividend money. Okay? When I say side hustle, I mean you have a regular job, maybe it's a full-time job that you go to 5 days a week, you're working 40 hours a week, you're making decent money. Outside of that, I think everyone should do something for themselves. If you can make an extra $100 a week doing a side hustle, that can be life-changing money if you invest it over time. If you bump that up to $125 a week, that's $500 a month. That's enough to max out a Roth IRA. If you're able to max out a Roth IRA every single year and get just average returns with the S&P 500 by investing this in an index fund, we can become a millionaire very easily over time, very predictably and very easily, if we look at past data. And we let past data project us into the future, saving $500 a month at $6,000 a year. That's maxing out your Roth IRA, and that's going to be you being a tax-free millionaire 40 years from now. It's no joke, and it's really that easy. So find a side hustle where you can make $125 a week, which is very, very possible. If you can double that, great, you're killing it. If you can triple that, you're an absolute beast. All right. And the other one I had was dividend money. If you've never heard of a dividend before, this is if I hold, let's just use stocks. So if I hold a stock, for example, in the stock market, we'll use an easy one like Apple. Apple pays a pretty small dividend, but it's a dividend nonetheless. A dividend is a cash payment that's normally paid on a quarterly basis every 3 months out to a shareholder of a company. So they put an annual rate on that. You take that annual rate, you divide by 4, that's how much you'll get paid out each quarter. So let's say a company pays a $1 dividend every single year, and you hold 100 shares. So every single share you own, you're gonna get $1 every single year on that money. every quarter, that means you're getting 25 cents. So in my opinion, if you never touch that dividend money and you just let it roll back into your brokerage account, then you can use that money to go and buy more stocks. And maybe even you buy more dividend stocks. And then those more dividend stocks give you more dividends. And this dividend money starts to snowball and compound over time. That can be absolutely life-changing. Just feeling the feeling of having dividends roll into your account, super awesome. It feels like just a free paycheck for nothing. You know, you put money up for a company that you believe in over time. If it's Coca-Cola or Apple or Inviva Partners or something along those lines, they're going to send you a dividend check. Not every stock pays a dividend, but a lot do. So consider buying some dividend paying companies or dividend paying ETFs. It feels really, really good, and it can be life-changing for your mindset around money. Number 3, money hack, all right? Shop rates around. And the 2 things I'm thinking about here are insurance rates, number 1, and number 2, rates on your debt. So if you're going to get a car loan or a home loan, they're going to give you an interest rate on that. And that interest rate is going to be on a yearly basis. So maybe you go to one bank, Bank X over here, and Bank X wants to give you a 3% rate on your mortgage. And then Bank Y wants to give you a 2.9% rate on your mortgage, but you never talk to Bank Y. When we're talking about big numbers, the cost of a home, man, interest is a huge deal, okay? So someone who has a 6% rate, they're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars more than someone who has a 3% rate. And then if we're paying 3% versus 2.9%, we're talking thousands of dollars over the course of the loan that you could have saved just by saying, I'm not gonna go with the first rate I get. I'm going to go shop this rate around. I'm going to say, hey, Bank of America was going to pay me 3%. I'm going to go to Ally Bank, see if they can beat that. And if they can, I'm going to potentially go with that bank if I think I can't get any better. But I could take that rate as well and shop it around. Come back to Bank of America and say, well, I just got offered a 2.9% from Bank of America. I'm considering taking it. Can you beat this rate? Maybe they'll say no, and that's the best rate you can get. That's who you should go with. You can save thousands of dollars that way. Or a car loan. Maybe you get a car loan at 6%, which is pretty high. You could take that to a different bank or a credit union or something along those lines, and maybe you can pull that down to a 4% or a 3.5% or something like that. We really want to get the lowest rate that we can on any debt so that we're not paying more interest than we need to. All right. It's just smart to go ahead and shop those rates around. Second type of rate we want to shop around is insurance rates. All the time, people tell me how much they're paying for car insurance. I'm just nosy, so I ask. And I don't know, every single person, I'm like, oh, you should shop that rate around, man. Like, you shouldn't be paying $200 a month in car insurance. So a few people I've known have shopped those rates around, and they're saving like $50 a month now. Some people, that was the best rate they could get, but at least they looked. You know, they looked and they tried to get a better rate. So, but some people are saving $50 a month. You go ahead and invest that $50 a month, or you do whatever you want. Save it in your emergency fund, $50 a month. It's not big money, but if you do that with your homeowner's insurance, and you do that with your car insurance, and you do that with your renter's insurance, and you do it with your boat insurance if you own a boat or multiple cars, it can add up, okay? It can add up over time. And adding up over time, if I'm investing that, it can add up to huge numbers over time in my favor rather than me paying it to some insurance company. So consider shopping rates around. Number 4 out of 5. This is an easy one. Track your inflow, like all your income, and track all your outflow, meaning all the expenses that you have. Every single penny that comes into your account, write it down somewhere. Maybe get like a Google sheet that you can have on your phone or your iPad or your computer. Track every single dollar that comes in. That includes side hustle money, that includes dividend money, that includes like random odd jobs that you do. That includes your regular paycheck from your job, etc. Okay, any money that you get that comes in, that's your income. And then any money that goes out, that's your expenses. The reason this is so powerful is because, one, if you're writing down how much you're making, it's going to motivate you to probably make a little bit more. Number 2, if I'm writing down everything I'm spending, it's probably going to motivate me to spend a little bit less. So now I have more money left at the end of each month. All right, and that can be powerful. Second reason I think this is powerful is it shows you exactly how much you could be investing or saving. All right, and if you have a goal of $1,000 a month, but your surplus is only $800 a month, you got two options. You can increase your income by $200 a month, or you can decrease your expenses by $200 a month, or you can meet in the middle, increase your income by 100, decrease your expenses by 100. It puts you in a position of power to make the best decision for your future. If you're not already tracking your income versus your expenses, please start doing it. For me, let me know in the comments if you have already been doing it for a while. It's very, very, very powerful. Trust me, try it. Number 5 of 5, last one here, switch to a better bank. Stop banking with Bank of America just because your parents banked with Bank of America. Stop banking with Wells Fargo just because your parents banked with Wells Fargo. Stop banking with, what's the other crappy one? Bank of America, Wells Fargo. There's another one I'm not thinking of right now. Anyway, there's a bunch of old legacy banks that really, really, really suck. Okay? Yes, your money's probably going to be secure, but they're not more secure than anyone else who's FDIC insured. And it's only up to $250,000 anyway, so it's not as secure as you think. Anyway, get away from the old legacy banks. That's my opinion. Maybe this is the young person in me speaking, but dude, go with someone like Ally. Go with someone like SoFi. Go with someone like CIT Bank. Go with someone like Discover, who's actually going to pay you something for the money that you are holding with them. You know, you get a high yield savings account. It's not crazy life-changing money, but 2% is way better than 0.01%. Let's put a specific example up there. If I have a $10,000 emergency fund and I'm getting 2% APY, that's going to be $200 a year sent to me from the bank just for me putting my money with them. They're saying, thank you for holding your money with us. They draw loans against that, etc. You don't have to see any of that, but they're making money off that, and their thank you for that is giving you a 2% rate. Bank of America, on the other hand, or Chase Bank, that's the other one I was thinking of, Chase Bank, they're going to give you 0.01%. Dude, if you have a $10,000 emergency fund, you make $1 a year. $1 a year, that's like a slap in the face. Just don't pay me anything at that point. Like, that's insulting. So consider switching to a different bank. Don't keep banking with the same bank just because you have. There's so many like monthly maintenance fees. If you go below this amount of money, you get a $12 fee. And if you, for some reason, you mess up, you make a mistake and you do an overdraft, they're going to hit you with some crazy fee. It's super unfortunate. So account maintenance fees and overdraft fees and account balance transfer fees, it's ridiculous. ACH fees. So try to find someone that's really low in fees like SoFi or Ally or Discover, and see if you can get a little bit of interest on your savings money or your checking money. So switch to a different bank is number 5. Hope you enjoyed these. Comment below which one is most profound to you. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time.